Okay, welcome everyone to our show. I'm your host here, Landon Sikahema, and joining us here today, we have our guest. He's first of all, he's a Kahuku Red Raider. He's from Tonga. He ended up going to PA to finish high school, where he was a USA Today and Parade All-American. Am I right about that?
Yes.
And then he would stay locally at Penn State under the great Joe Paterno, JoePa, and he would be starting on the national championship team of Penn State in '86. And then he would be a third-round draft pick to the Cleveland Browns. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my esteemed guest, Tim Manoa. Thanks for coming on, Uncle.
Well, that was good. Yeah, thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Of course, it's just saying the truth. So let's start. If I'm not mistaken, you were born in Tonga. Did you come over to Laie when you were 10 years old from Tonga?
Yes. Yeah. We we moved to Tonga in 1975.
Okay, and you were about 10 years old?
To Hawaii, sorry. From Tonga to Hawaii, 1975.
Okay, and you were about 10 years old, huh?
Well, I was 10 years old at the time.
Okay. Now, growing up in Tonga, how much, you were a little old when you moved over, 10 years old, but by the time you were 10 years old in Tonga, how much did you know about American football?
None.
Not at all?
Nothing at all.
Wow.
Back in those days, there really weren't too many people knowing about Tonga. There's no TV too. There's no television in Tonga, and communication from out of the country. There's none at all. Mostly, a lot of it is just rugby from New Zealand and Australia. But beside that, I had no idea anything about American football until I arrived in Hawaii later on, maybe after a couple of years while I was there. And my father put us, he said, go play some sports.
Nice.
And then that was the sport. I actually played baseball too. So baseball really wasn't the one that I really was really good at. And as a little leaguer playing baseball, I made the All-Star game of Hawaii that we went to Mexico and play in the Little League
Little League World Series?
World Series, yes.
Oh, I had no idea. That's amazing.
Yeah. So, but I think we came in second. But baseball was my first sport that I played.
That's amazing. So, you were playing other countries at this tournament in Mexico?
Yeah.
And you guys ended up second of all the countries, huh?
Yeah. So we had our all-star team from Hawaii went to play. So,
what position did you play?
I was a center fielder.
Oh, nice. That speed then.
Well, yeah, they said they told me, we're gonna put you in center field because you can, you can run faster, so you can cover both sides. So,
oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. Okay. So, let me ask you this. Growing up in Tonga until you were 10 years old, did you grow up playing rugby though in Tonga?
Yeah. I mean, we used to go out and watch the older guys play. So we run around and play. Even in school, we use one of the coconuts to throw as a ball. Use that
nice.
As a ball.
Yeah.
But at an early age, I think my father knew that I could play sports.
Yeah.
At an early age. So, and then, but I didn't play any sports in Tonga. I was just still too young to do anything. So,
oh, not even rugby, huh?
Not even rugby, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I went up, I watched rugby, but that's about it. So,
okay.
I wasn't involved in any other sports in Hawaii. In Tonga.
Okay. So you moved to, was it Laie or Kahuku?
We actually moved to Haula.
Oh, you're in Haula. Okay. Okay. So you're there, and your first love really is baseball. That's your first sport that you really loved?
Yeah. Well, that's the
Nice.
first sports that I played
Yeah.
was baseball, and then we we had practice at the Haula Park, and then they had football there too. So and that's how I got to play football because going to baseball practice, and then they said how about coming out for football? So I went out for football. Pretty good, pretty good. I
Yeah.
mean, we had some good teams.
Yeah. Yeah. It's legendary over there. Was it easy? Did you get pretty caught up in the whole Kahuku football fandom and just how crazy it is over there about football?
At the time they were Kahuku was well known too, but back in those days too, because uh, just being around the area in Kahuku
Yeah.
was really, they were known for their football, but not as much as it is now, where
Yeah.
everything is, Kahuku was one of the dominant football team in the States, and especially as a, it's not even private school. So as much as they're taking all the good kids from Kahuku to go to the private school, Kahuku still do well.
Yeah.
It's a public school, you know. So yeah, so that goes to tell you they have a lot of talent there in that area. Just that Haula, Laia, and Kahuku.
Yeah. Yeah, very much so. They're
Yeah.
they're, they're known, obviously. I was gonna ask you, you played your freshman year at Kahuku, and then you guys moved to Pennsylvania. Is that right?
Well, I played both my freshman and sophomore year
At Kahuku.
at Kahuku. I
Oh,
left
okay.
after my sophomore year um, at Kahuku. I left halfway throughout my sophomore year after football.
Okay, but you played the full football season
Yes.
your sophomore year at Kahuku, huh?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we went undefeated. So as when I played was the ninth and 10th grade.
Were you starting on varsity those 2 years?
No, I didn't play varsity because after my freshman year, they wanted me to play varsity. My other brother was playing varsity. My brother Sam was playing varsity, and he wanted me to move up. And I told him, I said, I don't want to move up. Even my dad wanted me to move up, and I said, I don't want to go up. I said, I want to play in my in JV because I still have my buddies over there. So I
Yeah.
was playing with Lakei Heimuli was the fullback.
That was my next question. Yeah.
Yeah. So Lakei just came from Tonga, and then
Oh, after you did, more recently than you did?
yeah, when I think ninth grade, Lakei came to Hawaii. They moved up to Hawaii.
Oh, so you'd already been there for a few years at that point.
Yeah. So Lakei came, and the coach said, "Who's that kid over there?" He said, "Why don't you go get him to come play football?" So I asked Lakei to come and play football. So he came. Like it was good, man. So he became the fullback. And I was the tailback.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you were the tailback and he was the fullback blocking for
Yeah,
you.
yeah, right before. Yeah. So for ninth and 10th grade, we played together, and then I left after 10th grade. So Lakei came was well known in Kahuku, you know. So great guy, man. Great guy. I don't know where he's at now, man. I don't hear where. You know where he is at?
I think he's in Arizona.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, obviously, like, we're close with him and his family because him and my dad are close.
Yes, yes.
But that's amazing. So both those years, he was the fullback and you were his halfback. He was blocking
Yes,
for you, huh?
yes.
That's an amazing backfield right there. I mean, you're
Oh
just
man,
two college national champions right there.
yes.
You know, him
And
in 84 at BYU and you in 86 in Penn State.
Penn State, yes, yeah,
Oh, that's a tough backfield back there.
yeah.
Um,
And the Kahuku was hoping that I didn't go because Lakei and I will come up and play the varsity. We had 2 more years
yeah,
left in Kahuku,
yeah.
so but unfortunately I left. But things happened. Um, I think I made the right move for me. Just going to a school that had no idea, you know, the I moved in with friends of the family. They used to, they come and visit every year from Pennsylvania. So they go to church. It's a Palangi family. So we go to church together at Kahuku, the little A-frame in Kahuku Methodist Church. And my dad said wanted me to move to go somewhere and play. I told him, I said, listen, man, I'm doing well here. He said, well, I said, I think I would want you to go somewhere else and see if you get a better what's to me. So I made the move, man. I made the move. Got
Oh,
there,
sorry. Say it again. He wanted you to get a better what?
better education.
Oh, is that why you guys moved to? Did your family move with you to Pennsylvania or?
Nope, just me.
Oh, and
Yeah.
you did it because your dad was he mostly thinking about football or was he mostly thinking about your education and getting you to move to Pennsylvania?
He's mostly thinking about my education.
Okay. Okay.
So he said, if you're good enough to play, you're gonna play. You'll be good enough to play anywhere. Or at
Yeah.
least he said. But I want you to go and he wanted me to go get a better education. That's his whole idea was for me when I moved. He wanted me to move with friends of the family was for me to go get a better education. Not to say anything, it's not because of Kahuku or whatever it is. He already had it in his mind that he wanted one of his kids to move away and go somewhere else and get a better education somewhere. I don't know where, but obviously the friends in Pennsylvania, that's where he wanted me to go.
Okay. Let me ask you, but just from your little time in Kahuku or in Haula, playing at Kahuku, do you feel like by the time you left, you had developed a love for American football?
Oh yeah,
in Kahuku?
I already had it at Pop Warner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I I already had it then. Then I was like in the Pop Warner in Haula. So I already had the bug, and so when I went to Kahuku, so I played 1 year of baseball, like
Yeah.
ninth grade. That was it, and I gave it up, and I played football. So
Okay. Nice. Did you when you were starting freshman and sophomore year with Lakei, um, let me see. Did you say you guys were undefeated your sophomore year?
yeah, we were the champs in ninth, I think ninth, and we lost. We won every game ninth grade, and I think we won every game 10th grade, but we lost the finals.
Who'd you lose to?
Shoot, I don't know.
It's been a while. You're good. Did you play against Kurt Govea at Waianae, or was that not the same time?
I think Kirk was a little younger than me.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I played against who said
The Noga brothers.
Ken Nui Matalolo. He would play for Radford. Now
Oh. Okay.
He was from Lakei, but he played his high school in Radford.
Oh, and you played against him, huh?
Yeah, we played against him. He's my age, so.
And you guys beat him over
Oh
there, huh?
yeah, oh yeah, we beat him down.
Nice. That's awesome. Did you play
Yeah.
against the Noga brothers at all at Farrington?
No, you know what? I left before. Well, Nico's a little older than me. And Al, I think Al was almost the same age as me, but I think he's younger than me. And they had Pete too,
Uh-huh.
but I think he was a little older than me.
Okay.
But the Noga brothers, they were pretty good.
Yeah. Who were the tough teams that you remember playing against in Hawaii?
Well, Radford was one of the teams that, and the other one was Castle.
Okay.
Just Hawaii. Everybody's, when like even Kailua. I mean, it's a rivalry every weekend anyway.
Yeah, every game is a rivalry.
It's a rivalry against it. When Kahuku plays anybody, it's a rivalry anyway. So
Yeah.
Waianae was good too back in those days. They still are though.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, nice. Let me see. Trying to think of did you have any other teammates besides Lakei that would eventually go on to play at D1 spots, or any other big names that you remember, or
I'm sure there were guys that
yeah,
made it out
yeah,
and play. But I'm pretty sure that guys went to University of Hawaii too to play there.
yeah, yeah,
Lane Santiago was one on the team too.
yeah,
He had the brother Cala Santiago at the
yeah.
time.
You play with Eli Kapu also?
Nope,
No, okay,
no.
okay. So like you said, you moved in the middle of your sophomore year to Pennsylvania. You play at North Allegheny? Is that the high school you played at?
Yes. I played in North Allegheny. When I got there, I had to finish up my 10th grade there. And the high school was only 11th and 12th grades.
Yeah.
So, and it was a big change for me, though. It was a big change for me. It's just the weather when I got there during wintertime.
Yeah, you never experienced that before, huh?
I've never seen snow before.
How did you like it? Was it tough adjusting?
It was very tough adjusting because, I mean, it's just like taking somebody and put them in the middle of nowhere,
Yeah.
just for me, because just for the atmosphere, the food, the people, was just trying to fit in.
Yeah.
And out there. But eventually, when you're there long enough, you eventually get adjusted, and you have some friends and things went pretty good. And especially when, I started to play, I went out for the football team.
Yeah.
And at the time that team was, wasn't that good. They didn't really win any football games. But when I got there, they hired a new coach. So the coach and I went there about the same time. So we ended up doing really well. I mean, the first year we only lost maybe a couple games. The second year we were playing for the title for the
Pennsylvania State Championship.
Yeah, Pennsylvania State champ.
Did you guys win it?
We lost. We actually lost. So
you lose to a Pittsburgh team, or
yeah. to a Pittsburgh team.
Okay.
Mount Lebanon, I think that was the name of that team.
Okay.
So, but it was a good an experience for me when I got there. You know, when I got there, you know, I still had that pigeon.
Yeah, from Hawaii.
You know,
Yeah.
from Hawaii. I had the afro. I had, you know, my hair was afro, and then everybody's looking at me like, "Who is this kid, man?"
Oh,
But
that's funny.
you know, it all worked out, man. All worked out. Like, it's, you know, it takes a little while to get used to being there, you know. So, but it all worked out. Yeah, at the end,
Yeah.
it all worked out.
That's really cool. Was it different, like when, you know, no one there had ever heard of a Tongan before? I mean, was
Yeah,
that kind of what it was like?
yeah, they didn't know what is a Tongan or even Hawaii, you know.
Yeah.
And like they never like for me I was an outsider because I was tested a little bit too, you know.
Yeah.
You know,
Like people picked fights with you or what?
oh yeah, you know, they tested me if I can fight or so, but I could handle my own. So
Yeah.
after they tested me, and then you you can prove that you can handle your own, and all of a sudden you're friends with everybody.
Yeah, yeah. No more tests and everyone's your friend now.
Yeah, yeah. So, but you know, some of those kids I went to high school with them, and in North Allegheny, still good friends. Um, one of the guys that I went to school with, we both made it to the NFL. So,
He
but
was in your high school?
yeah, from the North Allegheny. So,
Where did he play or what's his name?
his name is Bob Riley. I think he played with Chicago.
What position?
He was a big defense, offensive line.
Oh.
So we both played at the Hula Bowl together because he went to
Oh.
Indiana University.
Oh.
So that's when the Super Bowl was still in Hawaii.
Oh, the Pro Bowl?
I mean, the Pro Bowl. Sorry.
Yeah,
The
you're
Pro
good.
Bowl.
You're good. You're good. Yeah.
Super Bowl.
Yeah. Okay. Let me ask you, if you were to compare high school football in Hawaii to Pennsylvania, like which one was tougher? Like, you know, you know, which one was tougher? What was it? Talk to me about the differences.
uh, I think it's it'll be tougher in. I mean, I'm kind of biased because Hawaii is that's how where I started football is, you know,
Yeah.
and Kahuku was you know played good football, and they
Yeah.
were well known back then. But um, the thing with Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
I mean, they have big kids, and
Yeah.
it's tough football too.
Yeah.
You know, all those coal miners
Oh,
over there.
yeah.
So it's tough football, and then they have. I mean, the high schools are there, big high schools. I mean, the North Allegheny, those two grades were about what 1,400 kids
Huh.
in that school.
Wow.
So they have a lot of kids, man. They stadiums are a lot bigger. The competition is a lot, you know, it's pretty good too over there.
Yeah. So you
So
think it's pretty close between Pennsylvania and Hawaii in your mind?
yeah, yeah, I think so.
Even with all the big polys in Hawaii, you think Pennsylvania would measure up pretty close, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
Huh.
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah, because
Impressive.
Pennsylvania, they got good football in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. I can relate. You know, I went to high
and
school in Philly.
and
So
and there's actually a different levels. You know, they like like the school that I was in, it was 5A. That was the top of the high schools,
Yeah.
5A. And then you slaughter down from there. But I think the high school that I went to now is one of the top high school out there in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So
No, impressive. Um, so you end up being a big recruit. If I'm not mistaken, you go to Penn State, but were you also given offers from Hawaii and West Virginia and some other places?
yeah, I got offers from a lot of schools, but at the time you only allowed to go visit 5.
Oh,
So at the time, so
okay.
you're not back then they didn't have the NIL, and if you even take something from anybody, you get in trouble.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But yeah, I just picked a school that I thought that I was interested in. I came to Hawaii to visit so I can go see my parents
yeah,
when I came to visit there.
yeah.
And you know, my brother Sam, he was in junior college at the time, and we got recruited together.
Oh,
So we took a trip to Pitt,
yeah,
and then Pitt wanted both of us to sign, and he wanted to sign with Pitt. And I told him, I said, listen, I'm going to finish out my trips because I had like 2 more, so 3 more to go. So I said, I'll finish up my visits, and then I'll make up my mind then. And then I think he went, yeah, he went with Idaho. He went to play in Idaho. But, so, but at the time when when I went to Penn State, that year that I think was '83, they won the national championship.
okay. Is that what made you choose Penn State?
And yeah, and
They won the national championship your senior year of high school.
no, Penn State won the national championship in 1983, I think.
That's what I mean. Were you a senior in high school at the time?
I was a senior at the time. Yes.
Okay. Is that what made you choose Penn State over everywhere else?
Yeah. Joe Paterno was a big thing back in
Of course.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And he came to our high school and recruited me to the high school, and everybody was like, "Wow, Joe Paterno's here. He came to see you."
Yeah. Was that a big part too of why you chose Penn State? Because he came right to your high school just for you?
Yeah. Yes. He came to my high school. Then he came to the house. He recruited me heavy, and they said Joe Paterno don't usually go to people's homes, and so he said you must be good because he came after you.
Nice.
So, but
Go ahead.
no, but that was a big decision for me. When he came, he told me, he said, listen, I'm going to give you an education, and then you'll play football. He said, I'm going to give you a scholarship to come to school at Penn State, and then football comes second.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay. And then the people that I stayed with, the name was the Tylers, and their daughter went to Penn State too, so that was another,
Huh.
for me to go to Penn State. But you know what? I made the right choice, man. I think I made the right choice
Yeah.
going to Penn State.
Yeah. Now let me ask you, as we said, was it you were named, if I'm not mistaken, were you the first Polynesian to ever be named in the USA Today in the parade high school All-American?
At the time, I think so.
Yeah,
Because
I think you're the first ever. Was there a high school all-star game back then like there is nowadays, or no?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so you were just named on the high school
Well, they
USA
named
All-American.
a high school team, but they don't play though. you know.
Okay. Okay, but you
Yeah.
were just named on the team, but they didn't have a game or
Yeah, they
anything,
had
right?
an offense and defense
Yeah.
All-American. So I made both. I made the defense and offense.
Okay. Nice.
So
Okay. Were there any extra perks because of that or anything or
no, no. I think it
okay.
was just a recognition, from coming out of high school,
Okay.
which, it's a big thing, everybody was reading the paper and, parade All-American and
Yeah. Okay. So you're at Penn State and you're starting your senior year, right?
yes. No, no, you know what? I was not starting. I was second team. I didn't start at Penn State, even my senior year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. But
Um,
even with that
so
said, I mean, how was it, playing on that, 86 national championship team at Penn State?
yeah, see, I'm gonna tell you something nobody knows about. Um, my sophomore year, I went to Joe Paterno and I told him, I said, listen, I want to transfer out of here
Yeah.
because um, you have your starter. He's the same age as me, and uh, I'm not going to start because he's starting. And then he said to me, he said, no, I'm not going to give you that because you're gonna help us win the national championship.
Huh.
So,
And then what did you say?
well, I said I had nowhere else to go but stay there and play. So,
Oh,
so I was a backup the whole time, and then it came draft day. I was drafted before he was.
oh, really? Huh.
So the Browns took me, and then the Raiders traded up and picked him up.
Who
His
was
name was
starting
Steve
ahead of
Smith.
you?
Steve Smith, number 35
Oh,
for the
that's
Raiders.
right. And you got drafted by the Raiders?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Um, with
Great.
that said, your 4 years at Penn State, what was it like? I mean, obviously, all the drama, came out about Joe Paterno, but he's still a legendary coach. How did you
Yeah,
like playing under the legendary Joe Paterno at that storied franchise, Penn State?
yeah. Joe was tough with us, man. I
Yeah.
mean, he put down the rules and say you don't follow it, and he's gonna kick you out. I mean, there was a couple guys that I was roommates with. He told them to go home. There's
Huh.
two, they were on scholarship, full scholarships,
Really?
and we got in trouble while we're going summer school. And then he said, he sent them home. He said, I'm gonna send you two home. And then I don't know why he kept me. But yeah, Joe was tough, man. He everything had to be. He had some rules and regulations you have to follow. You can't miss your classes. They had um, study halls for us when you come in as freshman and sophomore years. You have to be at study hall. You have to keep your average um, up to a certain point. If you don't, if you go below that, you cannot play football. You have to go and get your grades up
Yeah.
before you come back to football.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a great coach. I mean, he looked out for you. He looked out for you. So
That's really awesome. Um, it's always kind of been known as like linebacker U. I think it was still somewhat
yeah.
back then. Were there, you guys still had a lot of tough linebackers that you had to
Oh
block in
yeah.
practice all the time and stuff?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Because Shane Conlon was the same class as me.
Okay.
He played for Buffalo. He was the first round draft pick for the Buffalo Bills at the year I came out. So
Oh,
and DJ Dozier, he was the the tailback with
Oh,
us. Um, but yeah, I mean, we had 8 guys that year that got drafted to the NFL.
that's a lot, even
Yeah,
for a big name like Penn State.
yeah.
Um, wow. Do you remember any of the other big names of those 8 guys that got drafted that year?
Steve Smith, me, myself, Shane Conlon, DJ Dozier, Chris Conlon. Uh, who else? That's kind of, and there's a couple of. That's who I remember now. I mean, those guys that I got drafted.
Yeah.
Then
Okay, right on. I gotta ask you, I mean, I'm sure you're asked all the time, but your senior year, 86, you guys win the national championship game against University of Miami in the famous fatigue game. Yeah, you gotta tell me, how did you feel about that, them walking off the plane with fatigues and the whole, were you at that big luncheon thing where
oh
Jerome
yeah,
Brown came to the front with the other Miami Hurricanes and said, oh, did the Japanese eat lunch with the Americans at Pearl Harbor before they bombed them? No, Hurricanes were out. Were you at that luncheon?
yeah, yeah. We're all there. That was like the both teams are there, all the coaches. The luncheon, and we're supposed to get up and make fun of each other.
Okay.
And I guess one of our players got up and said something, and they got up and said something, and then they walked out, and we just sat there and said, "Oh, okay, more food for us."
Oh, that's funny. So, I mean, it didn't bother you guys too much. You didn't want to go chase after them or get
Oh
into a fight or
no, oh
anything.
no, it didn't bother us at all. I mean, it's the whole mentality was that okay, we'll see you guys on the field.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
but because they were the team to beat because
yeah,
Testaverde just won the Heisman Trophy, and they
yeah,
were, Jerome Brown. He was a hell of a player, though, great
yeah.
player. But they got off with the fatigues, and they made a big deal out of it. And we had the luncheon, and they walked out, and it just that made it more like it's a war. It's a war. When they got up and left, and
Okay.
so
Okay. So it did kind of like get you guys more excited to meet them on
oh
the
yeah,
field then.
of course, man. You got to get excited when they got up and left, and then meaning that they don't give a shit about us.
Oh, that's funny. Um, did it bother you guys at all when they walked off the plane with fatigues, the army fatigues, or not really?
No, no. I mean, it made for for TV stuff, all that, and
Yeah.
but other than that, it really didn't bother us if what they did, walking off with all the fatigues and stuff. So,
Okay. But it still did that help a little bit too to make you
of
guys
course,
more
man, that
excited to play
all
them on
adds
the
up,
field?
man. Everything adds up, man.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. I know you said you didn't even start your senior year, but did you get some playing time in that championship game against Miami?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I had I I think we had the same time playing time with the
Okay. So you
both.
split the time.
They would split the time. So
How
um,
what do you have any big memories from that game in terms of blocking who you had to block, whether it's Jerome Brown or whoever else or
well, they had some good players. So Alonzo Highsmith was one of them. He's I think it was inside linebacker.
yeah.
Man, man, that dude was a bitch to block, man.
Nice. You get any good licks on him though, that game?
Oh yeah, man. That's all it is, man. You come up and get him next time. you either better watch him. He's gonna get you, or he's gonna get him.
Yeah.
Uh,
Nice. Um, oh, nice. Do you feel like you had the advantage on those linebackers like Highsmith, like when you were blocking in terms of size, or were they just kind of have more of an advantage with the speed, or you know, what do you think? Did you feel like if you got head up on him, you would usually have the advantage size wise and
yeah,
strength?
yeah. I see. For me, if I have the, if I catch him in the right place, man, I I win all the time. I win all the time because
Nice.
this big head of mine comes up and
Yeah.
if I get you good, if I hit you pretty good, you're gonna feel it.
Yeah.
So
Nice. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's really awesome. And then you guys, famously, you guys won, and you guys are national champs. It's just really awesome.
yeah,
Um, so you're drafted in the third round in '87, right?
yes.
Um, how did you like playing under Marty Schottenheimer? I mean, he's famous. He loves to run the ball. I figured you're a fullback, so you'd probably like him. Marty Ball, right?
Yeah.
How'd you like playing under him?
I like Marty. I came in, there was already guys there. Kevin Mack was the fullback still there, and Ernest Biner was still there. There's a couple other running backs who were still there. So I mean, I had to make the team. So I I made the last cut. So and made the traveling team. So for the 4 years I was there, it was pretty good. So, but Marty, I like Marty, man. He's a good coach. He's a good coach.
Yeah, I mean, he was just all about running the ball for the most part, right?
Yes, we ran the ball pretty well. Plus, Bernie Kosar was our running. I mean,
Quarterback, yeah.
quarterback,
Yeah.
and he was pretty good. The only part that when I was in Cleveland was that we could not beat the
The
Denver Broncos.
Broncos. Yeah, okay. I have to ask you about that legendary rivalry. They played the year before when you were in college, but even in '87, you guys go back to the AFC Championship game, one game away from the Super Bowl,
Yes.
and you guys famously lost that game on the fumble on the goal line, right?
Yes, yes,
Was it Ernest Biner that fumbled it? Remind me.
yes. It was Ernest.
Were you on the field at the time? Were you blocking on that play?
No, it was Kevin Mack was there. Kevin Mack was on the field.
Okay.
But that if he would have made the touchdown, that was just to tie the game.
Oh yeah. So you would still have to, and you never know
Yeah.
with all of Elway's heroics, but still,
Yeah.
though, I know it's a famous game, and the year before when you were in college, they're playing at the Dog Pound, and Elway famously, did the drive, drove them 98 yards, for a
Yes.
touchdown, and then beat them in overtime. And you thought Cleveland was going to win that one too. And then even in '87,
87.
if it wasn't for that fumble, you guys could have won. It was a tough rivalry there.
I know.
But what were you thinking if you're on the sidelines? What were you thinking, when you saw that he fumbled the ball on the goal line?
Man, our hearts just dropped, man. I feel bad for him for Ernest too. Because all the blame's gonna go on him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not one guy. I mean, you can't blame one guy for just fumbling the ball. But there was a lot of things went wrong with that play because when we watched the films, the guy that made the hit on him, it was the guy from the outside that came in. One of the receivers didn't make his block.
Oh, but see, yeah, there's a lot of mistakes that you can never go on one person. Yeah,
there's a lot of things gonna happen.
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
that's how it is, man.
Yeah. And then
and I was thinking, man, my rookie year, we're gonna go hopefully make it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah. And then 89, you guys go back to the AFC Championship game again
Yeah.
against the Broncos, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now, if
We
I'm
got
not
beat.
mistaken, or go ahead, go ahead.
No, and we got beat again.
Yeah, yeah. If I'm not mistaken, in that game, you guys got killed in that one, right? Is that right?
Yes, we got killed. We got killed. Yeah.
Yeah, see, it's tough because I know 86, it was close and he lost in overtime. 87, it was close. Biner fumbles on the goal line at the end of the game. But 89, they killed you guys that game, right?
Yeah, they just put it to us.
Yeah. Um, but okay. Um, yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, that now let me ask you, in 87, your rookie year, was it kind of weird? You got drafted, but pretty early in your rookie year, you're a rookie in the NFL, and then the NFL goes on strike. Do you remember
Yes.
what that was like?
Yeah. We didn't get any paycheck.
So what was the Browns' approach? Did most of you guys not cross? Most of you guys stayed on strike for the full 3 games or whatever it was?
Yeah, we stayed on a strike.
Okay.
Yeah,
And no one
for-
crossed. Like you guys all stayed, huh?
Yes. Yes, we all stayed. Because we all went and stood on the picket line.
Okay. Were you mostly following the lead of everyone else,
I was
or
just following the leaders, man, because I was a rookie at the time.
okay?
And I was just following what they're doing over there, and nobody crossed. So I guess that's the thing to do.
Yeah. Do you what was the approach? Was everyone on the team? Was there arguing at all, or did everyone
There's
kind
no
of just?
argument. No, there weren't no argument at all. I mean, we were there, and everybody stood. It's we're not going to cross. We're gonna sit here and on the picket line and till it's time for us to go back. So
Okay.
everybody stayed.
Okay. Is that what Marty Schottenheimer encouraged you guys to do? Like, no one cross, everyone stay on strike together?
No, this is just on the guys were doing this.
Oh, okay. So you guys just came
yeah.
together as players
Yeah,
and decided
players.
together.
Yeah, we all decided to do as players. I don't think the coaches had anything to do with it. So, but this is just the older guys. This is what they wanted us to do. So, I just followed direction back then. I was a rookie, so
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Understandable. With correct me if I'm wrong, while you were there, were the defensive coordinators of the Browns, was it Bill Cowher and Bud Carson?
Bill Collar was there.
Was he just a linebackers coach?
Yeah, he was the special team coach at the time.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So he the whole time you were on the Browns, he never even coached any of the defense, not even just the linebackers.
I think he had the defensive back.
Oh, okay. And then was Bud
Yeah.
Carson the defensive coordinator while you were there?
Bud Carson, yeah, the defensive coordinator. Then
Oh.
then he became the head coach after Marty left.
Okay. Was it? Did you see like early shadows of their greatness? I mean, everyone knows Bill Cowher now from the Steelers, but you just saw him as a special teams coach and D-backs, and did you see signs of greatness, or did you even like notice him much back then?
I was an offensive player, so
Yeah.
Didn't pay much attention because a lot of times, we do our own things during the week.
Yeah.
And then, we if we scrimmage, it's only like 3 or 5 plays. We hit during the week.
Oh.
But I mean, he obviously he's one of the best coach out there
Yeah.
in the game. But I see it now. after he went to coach. But
Yeah.
but at the time while I was there, I really didn't notice
Yeah.
a lot of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Now, like you said, you see it now after all these years of he's had success and he won a Super Bowl as a head coach of the Steelers.
Yeah.
What are the main things you've seen if you did look back? Is there anything in particular you could think back that you saw spurts of his greatness now that you've seen him succeed so much on the Steelers? Or
Yeah, a lot of it is it's mistakes when somebody makes mistakes. Jumping around the mistakes, like even on special teams, because I was a special team guy. There,
yeah,
and when you make a mistake, I mean, he gets on you because that's one of the things that when I was with the Browns and even as a professional football player, they're paying you all this money for you to not make a mistake.
yeah, yeah,
It's when you get on that field, you better know what the hell you're doing.
yeah,
You better know where your foot's going, where your hand's going.
yeah,
Because that's what they're paying you for, to play and win the game for them. When you have a mental mistakes, that's when they jump on you, man. Ooh. And that's what I saw in him. When guys would make mental mistakes,
yeah,
he's on.
huh? So that's something you remember about Bill Cowher on the Browns, huh?
Yes.
And you saw that later when you watched him on the Steelers too, huh?
On the Steelers, yeah.
Interesting.
You get that face and got that chin moving and all
that. Yeah. Interesting. And did you notice much about Bud Carson? I mean, he was famous from winning Super Bowls as the defensive coordinator of the Steelers in the 70s. Did you see much of his greatness, or did you notice him much when you were on the Browns with him, or not really?
Yeah, Bud was towards the end of his career.
Oh, yeah.
He was kind of laid back as a head coach.
Yeah.
So I think he was done after I left. I left, then I think he only coached for 1 or 2 more years, and I think he retired.
Okay. Interesting. In '88, your second year, your interdivision rival, the Cincinnati Bengals, they would go to the Super Bowl and they barely lost.
Yes.
Do you remember much about what it was like playing against them? I mean, they're obviously a tough team, tough defense and offense. Do you remember much against blocking them, their defense, and what it was like going against them when they dominated that year?
Yeah. Well, it's a interstate game, so it's always tough.
It's both in Ohio also. Yeah.
Yeah, they're both in Ohio, so it's always tough to play them. And the Bengals used to be the Browns.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
So they move out to Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And changed their name to the Cincinnati Bengals, and the Browns kept their name.
Yeah.
But it's always it's always a tough game to play there in Columbus or in Cleveland.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Interesting. One other thing I was going to ask you, the 87, your rookie year, when you played the AFC Championship game against the Broncos, when Ernest Spiner famously had that fumble that lost the game, was that in Cleveland at the Dog Pound, or was that in Denver?
That was in Denver.
Oh, that was in Denver, that one.
Yeah, that was in Denver.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I figure, I know you're watching from the sidelines when he fumbled on the goal line, and I just wonder if you remember the crowd going crazy or whatever when they saw that he fumbled.
Yeah, they went crazy. Plus, I mean, that was towards the end of the game too. So, everybody, and everybody's hoping, we're going to do this because of the year before.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, crazy. In '89, when the Broncos beat you guys pretty bad, was that in Denver or in Cleveland?
That's in Cleveland.
Okay. What was that like for the fans? Do you remember the fans? were they throwing the dog bones and all that? Like they, when you guys lost in '89 at home?
Well, it was the third time we lost to
Yeah, third
Denver.
time in 4 years.
Yeah, so this is a disappointing day for them, I guess.
Yeah.
So another day, another loss to Denver.
Yeah. Was your last year? Was your last year on the Colts?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you starting then on the Colts at the fullback
Yes.
position?
Yes.
Okay. I think your interdivision rival that year went to the Super Bowl, the Buffalo Bills, right?
The Buffalo Bills did, yes.
Yeah. What was it
Yes.
like playing them twice a year, when you're on the Colts?
Yeah. See, I didn't know the rivalry there with the Colts, because my buddies played for the Colts too back then.
Yeah.
So Shane Conlon and Daryl Talley, one of the other linebacker was.
Yeah.
So he was from West Virginia.
How did you have was he tough for you to block, or did you usually have a good time with him?
Talley was tough, man. He was tough. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. I'm going to ask you probably one last thing. You played in a lot of places with diehard football fans, like crazy fans in the stands, between Kahuku and Penn State and Cleveland Browns with the Dog Pound. Even I guess maybe North Allegheny High School. Where were the fans the craziest in your mind? Was it Kahuku? Was it Penn State? Was it the Dog Pound at Cleveland or North Allegheny? Where were the fans the craziest, you think?
Well, Penn State got 85 to 100,000 fans screaming at you, screaming over there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think Penn State probably has the fan base that rocks the stadium. The Browns too, man. I mean, you can't take anything away from the Browns, man. They love their football in Cleveland.
Yeah.
I mean, the Dog Pound is, people they eat the dog biscuits and throw it on the field.
Yeah.
So each place has its own uniqueness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't just pick one place that you played as. I mean, Kahuku has its own uniqueness.
Okay.
North Allegheny, Penn State, Browns. So, just I was blessed to play the game and be able to make it to the highest level, and it's a blessing, and like I said, each place has its uniqueness of what I remember of of them when I used to play for them. So.
Right on. That's awesome. I like hearing that. Well, I'll close there, Uncle. Thank you so much for coming on my show. So good to talk with you about your career. Really appreciate it, Uncle. Well, take care.
All right, man. Thanks for having me.
Okay. Well, Fatu, thank you again.
Bye.
Bye.